And this is like something I found out that might be small, but is actually huge. It can be huge in a person's life, and it was in mine. I want to say that the things that a creative person uses are often subconsciously associated or calibrated to the person's frequency. I'll tell you what I mean by this. Every product, of self-expression that is in the culture and in the market that we buy, clothes, shoes, all these things, all of those, everything, pens, stationery, all of these things that are part of expression of ourselves, all of these things, they are a frequency. And if that frequency doesn't match our personal frequency, then our creative flow is blocked. This is why when a human has a change of life and a human's frequency changes, then you'll find that they go and they have to buy new stationery. They got a lot at home, but it is no longer their frequency. So the creative energy stopped flowing. So then they needed a new set. Need a new set of color pencils and all of that. And the pen, although we do not use pens as much now these days, for the people of our generation who grew up writing in school, the pen, is a subconscious symbol of, the pipe of our creative flow. And getting, a new pen or a pen that we like to write with, that can release creative flow into art and things that have nothing to do with that particular pen. And it's the same, with the other things to do with creative expression, that are clothes, shoes, everything, that expresses who we are, like which comes between us and the world, at large. And a lot of people think that this stuff is negligible. And I think it is, in times when you can't afford it. Or in times when you're on your path making changes, so you don't know exactly where you stand in those shifting times, like extremely shifting times, then perhaps you don't have to bother that much. But I'm telling you, creative flow can be, unleashed like opening a tap when you change things in your outward expression. Last week, Tim Yantos, on his Instagram, he had put a crow feather on his forehead. And that was something like, that was a very strange, it's not in fashion. And the way he put the crow feather was like right across his forehead. But I had done the same thing here that week and that very day, because I was just feeling the need. I don't have any logic to tell you about it. It's the crow spirit. And this kind of thing, you might yourself not understand it. Other people might not understand it. But this fine-tuning of your expression to what you're feeling inside, to your frequency, this is incredibly powerful, in unleashing creative flow. It seriously is. And I think, that tomorrow night is going to be the full moon, and it's going to be in Leo. That's the part of the sky, which the energy, over there is fearless authenticity on your outsides to who you are on the inside. Because you know, Ed, there is no point you being a lion on the inside. You got to bring that out. There is no point of anything a person is on the inside until it comes out. Truly. What's the point? You might as well not be alive, right? If you're not expressing who you are. So I think me saying this is part, Ed, of that full moon in Leo energy. And I feel I had to mention it, Ed, because the current energy climate is very supportive of radical shifts in expressing ourselves authentically. And not just, with the whole speaking and whatever, but also in the way we live, because our living is our expression, how we dress. You know what I mean? All of that.